Grief has its own weight. It doesn't crash down all at once. Instead, it seeps slowly, filling your chest until even breathing feels impossible. She lay before me beneath the harsh glow of the morgue lights. Her skin had lost its warmth, stretched pale and thin, lips stripped of all color. A police officer. A casualty of duty, they said. My wife. I whispered goodbye, my voice small against the sterile hum surrounding us. But before I could turn away, the coroner's voice broke the silence. Sir, wait. I stopped. His gloved hands hovered above the wound, tweezers poised. The bullet is still lodged here, he said carefully. But there's something else. Metal scraped faintly against bone. My stomach twisted. Then he pulled something free, a small object, bent and crushed, catching the light. Not metal. Not bone. A delicate gold locket. Inside, folded tightly, was a tiny photograph. Familiar. Not of me. Of him. Her partner on the force. And in that instant, grief cracked open, and something far colder seeped in. The world expected me to mourn. And I did outwardly. I bowed my head at the funeral. I shook hands, accepted embraces, wore the mask of the grieving husband. But behind my still face, the locket replayed itself in my mind. His picture. His face. Her secret carried into death. I remembered the laughter that came too easily when he was around. The long nights written off as paperwork. The faint trace of cologne that never belonged to me. I had convinced myself she was loyal. I clung to that belief because I needed it. But the locket told another story. It wasn't an accident. It was pressed into her flesh, buried behind the bullet that killed her. Was he the reason she died? Was his betrayal tangled with her final moments? Every condolence I received cut deeper, each kind word another blade. None of them knew what I knew. None of them saw the truth decaying behind her badge. And so I smiled politely, nodded, and thanked them, while inside, I began to plan. My investigation didn't look like an investigation. No direct questions. No accusations. Instead, I started with her phone. She thought her passwords were safe, but I knew them. I unlocked the hidden folders, uncovered messages carefully buried. Words that weren't meant for me. See you tonight. Don't tell him. You're the only one who makes me feel alive. His replies were there too. His number. His words. Photos, never explicit, but intimate. A hand on hers. A gaze that lingered too long. I copied everything. Backed it all up. Dates. Times. Coordinates of betrayal. Then I retraced the night she died. Dispatch logs. Radio chatter. His account of events. Too smooth, too rehearsed. She had been wearing the locket when she fell. Why would she carry his picture into danger unless he was more than just a partner? Unless he was her reason to fight? Or her reason to give in? I dug further. Witness statements. Quiet rumors. Fellow officers who looked away when I entered the room. They knew. Or at least, they suspected. And still, no one said a word. So I told myself, I wouldn't confront him in rage. Rage blinds you. No, I would let the truth reveal him. I would let it eat him alive. The evidence was ready. The locket, the messages, the records of nights she claimed were spent working. I invited him to my house, calm and measured. He came in uniform, his face arranged in practiced sympathy. I know how hard this is, he said softly. I slid the locket across the table. His eyes faltered. He said nothing. He didn't have to. Then I gave him the folder, her phone records, each message neatly circled in red. His hand trembled as he opened it. Mine did not. Do you want to explain? I asked. His mouth opened, then closed. His jaw clenched. Tears welled. Guilt, maybe. Or perhaps just fear of exposure. I sat still, detached, because this moment was no longer for me. It was for him. To choke on the truth. I didn't shout. I didn't strike him. That would have been mercy. Instead, I walked him to the door, pressed the folder against his chest. You'll explain this, I told him. To the department. To her family. To anyone who asks why my wife carried your face into death. His expression collapsed. You wouldn't. I don't have to, I cut him off. You'll destroy yourself trying to hide it. Secrets rot from the inside. And you've carried this one too long. He tried to speak, but I shut the door on his words. And just like that, I gave him to the silence. Now, it's quiet. Too quiet. But it's a clean quiet. Her betrayal no longer claws at me. His guilt devours him instead. I don't need to watch. I don't need to hear. I've left the truth with them. Truth is a harsher sentence than anything I could deliver. They buried her in uniform, a hero's farewell. But I know better. Heroes don't hide lockets in their wounds. And husbands don't mourn what was never theirs. I turned from her grave and never returned. Because grief fades. But clarity endures.